Welcome back from that short break. Quite an interesting young man who has won his elections, and we wish a lot of them success as they assume office, and we'll be there to actually support them. Well, joining me this evening on this discussion segment is Elizabeth Agbese. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth Agbese is 33, and she ran under the Social Democratic Party in the Benue State House of Assembly elections. I don't like to say she lost, but I think her victory was delayed until 2023. Hoping you are going to run again.
Yeah.
Are you running again?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us, what's your general assessment of the 2019 elections? Because you ran as a candidate.
Yes. Oh, the general assessment, the election was not very fair. We were not given a leveled ground to play on.
When you say we, what do you mean by we? Is it Social Democratic Party or
no, the candidates from the smaller parties.
Oh, the candidates for the smaller parties.
Yes.
So who didn't give you a level playing field?
The power that be in the state.
Oh, okay.
All right. You know, we went all out for our campaigns. We did very well. We're having the people's favor. Education concerning the election was okay, you know, and you know, I'm from a new party. My platform is really new, although SDP,
SDP is not new.
Was there in the 90s, 92 to be precise, but it was like lost and brought back.
Okay.
So we had to start afresh. Okay, now the people were ready to vote. But the power that be are desperate.
I was going to push you further to know who are this power that, because there can be several powers. Is it INEC power? Is it the governor's power? Is it the ruling party's power? Is it security power? What exactly? Because if I don't ask you this question, I'm not sure our viewers will be happy. Why do you think you lost? Okay.
Now, the incumbent, they are coming for their second term.
Yeah.
You know, and he wants to do everything possible to get back the seat.
Yeah.
You see, so
what
there were lots of malpractice during the election.
Okay, so there are malpractices?
Yeah, a lot of it.
How do you know?
Vote buying.
How did you know?
I saw.
You saw?
Yes.
You had your party agents?
I had my party agents.
In all the polling stations?
Yes.
And they sent in their reports?
Yes.
Okay, so there were malpractice, there was vote buying.
Yes.
What else?
And there was thuggery.
There was thuggery.
Some of the words were cancelled. We had to do a supplementary election because there were gunshots. They destroyed some of the sensitive materials.
Yes.
The ballot papers, card readers, they destroyed. And we had to do a rerun.
I agree with you because as an organization that deployed observers, Benue was very notorious for violence and a militarization of the process. Quite unfortunate one. Are you in court?
No.
Why? If you believe that you were actually, there were a lot of malpractices, so why are you not in court?
You know, I was actually going to court. But when, you know, it's not everything you say.
Yes.
You know, you understand?
Yeah.
I don't have a concrete evidence. My elder brothers tried to get some of the pictures and videos of vote buying, manipulations and all that. But some guys approached him and almost lynched him. He had to release the phone and those clips were deleted from the phone. So I had no concrete evidence except some texts that were sent to me from my agent, from the polling unit where there were problems.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have all the copies of the result sheets?
Yes.
Do you think that this was also informed by the fact that you were a woman who was contesting in the race? Because we understand you had lots of supporters who were willing to actually vote for you.
Yeah, now.
Could your gender
no, basically what stood against me was not my gender. Because my people were like, you are new. Let's give it a try. You know, it was the vote buying, because let me be plain. This polling unit, we went to this particular polling unit, and somebody I gave money to the previous day, he was there, the PDP people, that's the government in power in my state. Their agents were there, their stakeholders were there with as much as 300,000. So they buy the vote, give you your money according to your bargaining power. You understand? So I approached the guy. Oh boy, what you they do now? He said, the money you people gave us yesterday was no money. Look at money. So I think what actually happened to me was the fact that I don't have enough money to buy votes as much as they had. Yes. Then another thing was the INEC, they will have to do more work on their staffs. They were complacent. Yes.
Great. Are you going to run again? You'll run. By then, will you have the money to buy all the votes that you need?
I don't know with Yaga. I think.
No, we don't encourage you to actually buy the votes, but it's quite sad that these are some of the factors that led to the non-emergence of people for elections. But maybe we just need to know, because you said you gave money. So it means, did you give money to also buy votes?
No.
And some people, you know, bought more votes and they provided more money than you, or they outspent you?
No, I gave money for my agents, my canvassers.
Okay.
Yes.
And what were they to use the money for?
No, they are stipends.
Oh, they are stipends.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know for sure, because that's one of what increases the cost for elections, because you have to deploy party agents and you have to pay these agents. You need to give them transportation as well as even monies, like you call them, stipends. What would be your message to every other young person, a young woman or man who ran in this election and appears to have lost?
To me, I've not lost, because actually I won the election, but I was rigged out because my governor was desperate to win. You understand?
You may need to prove that, though.
Yeah.
That he was desperate to win.
So it rubbed off on most of us
as well.
Yes.
Do you think the party you ran, since it was a new party on the block, must have contributed to the outcome of the elections?
Actually, you know, the party is new.
Yeah.
So we borrowed most of the supporters
from the
other parties.
Will you be moving to a new party? Or maybe the bigger party? Maybe, you know the parties?
I don't know yet. We could grow the party.
Okay.
Depending on what the National Working Committee comes out with.
That's
depending on what they comes out with.
So you hope that in the days ahead,
because
there's more organizing. What I find really interesting is you're not getting discouraged and you're going to keep the struggle to represent your people.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Oh.
Now I've learned
I've learned a lot.
A lot.
I think that's the way that's where we lead. She's learned a lot. A lot of young people who ran also learned a lot. I also learned, and a lot of us learned. And that's why democracy is not a destination. It's actually a process, and we keep evolving. And so for those of you who ran, please document those lessons. And as you prepare for 2023, do not make the mistakes that you've made before, but have better understanding on how to navigate this very toxic political process in Nigeria. This is where we draw a curtain on this week's edition of the show. And one of the things we're doing tomorrow, people like Elizabeth and many more women have converged in Abuja for a reflection retreat, talking about their experience and how they fared. And this is organized by YIGA Africa and the Not Too Young to Run movement, supported by the European Union. Well, you can always talk to us via our social media platforms. The hashtag is Ready to Run. On Twitter is Ready to Run NG. Facebook is Ready to Run NG. Instagram, Ready to Run NG. And you can send us an email at readytorunng@yiga.org. I will not end by providing this data, perhaps call it our message of the week, again, just to say that young people are not a disappointment, because based on official data from INEC, the youth turnout for the presidential elections was 46.3%. So those who turned out between 18 and 35, about 46.3%. And even though we didn't cross the 50% benchmark, it shows that a lot of young people actually came out to cast their vote. This is where we stop. Thanks to all those who've made the show a success, to the crew. Thank you. And the European Union as well as Channels Television. Until we come your way, same time, same station, my name is Samson Itodo, and have a fabulous week ahead.